What is going on, everybody? This is Andrew here from Game When We Want, and today we have an exotic armor review. This is the Hallowfire Heart for the Titan's Sunbreaker subclass. The armor can swap between a resilience mod or a restorative mod, but it's all based on preference. The exotic perk, Sunfire Furnace, greatly improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities while Hammer of Soul is charged. As standard with all armor pieces, you can put shaders and mods on and infuse the armor to a higher power level. Here you can see what the chest piece looks like without any shaders on, and I must say it is one of the nicest looking chest pieces for Titans. It reminds me a lot of the Days of Iron armor sets you could collect in the Rise of Iron if you had any ornaments to spend on them. And now we'll be moving into some PvE gameplay and how much of a difference the intrinsic perk really makes. I knew this was going to be the hardest part of making the script because of the noticeable difference in recharge rate, but I had no idea how severe it would actually be. First, we'll start with the melee recharge rate. You can see a timer in the bottom right and left of the screen paired with their respective armor pieces. Notice how fast the Hallowfire Heart is recharging that melee ability. By the time I even found another group of enemies to kill, it had half of the ability already charged. So there we have it. With the Hallowfire Heart, my melee ability is back within 26.5 seconds, roughly, and the timer on the right side is still counting. You'll see that I can use my shoulder charge multiple times before that timer stops going and I get my melee ability back with a regular legendary chest piece. Now, I didn't want to bore you and make you wait and watch the whole process of getting my melee ability back without the Hallowfire Heart. I'm going to tell you how this exotic performs in the raid. Honestly, it's pretty good. I find myself saving super so often that faster recharge rate helps a lot with taking out majors and small groups of adds. The armor does have a bit of a downfall though. When you don't have your super, the exotic slot is taken up and the chest piece is basically just a run-of-the-mill legendary. But when you do have your super, you'll find it's useful to be able to throw more grenades in something like the Callus encounter. You'll be able to contribute some extra DPS and even save your super for his final shield's health bar. As the timer comes to an end here, you'll see that it took nearly triple the amount of time for the ability to recharge without the Hallowfire. I really value this exotic because getting your abilities 66% quicker will seriously help when you want to lay down some DPS. For the next test, bear in mind that the helmet I had equipped has a mod on it which recharges grenades faster when using a solar-based subclass. Don't worry though, the test results won't be severely changed. Testing grenades resulted in a similar situation to testing the melee ability. Obviously, the Hallowfire Heart blew the legendary out of the water, as we can expect at this point. In an effort to avoid boring you again, I'll read the lore of this exotic. You who seek the Forge, your journey will be long, but your destination is closer than you think. Oros. Commander, as best we can tell, they're all gone. Somehow the Legion found their outposts, and the hunters say Centurions still hold the ruins. This was the last text transmission we got before the signal died. Sloan. The fire burned within us, not by choice, not because we sought the flame, but because there was no other way. When you stood before the forge, there was no doubt, no fear, not even anger. My order stood for generations. We held the shadow, bearing a weapon that seared flesh and melted bone. And now we stand at the end. May history remember the forge, remember the hammer, remember the Sunbreakers. Oros, third and final Imperial Magistrate of the Sunbreaker. Okay, I hope that didn't make too many people uncomfortable, and I really hope a lot of people didn't leave during that. There was one more test that involved the shield, but the difference in recharge rate wasn't noticeable, and I really didn't want to make you wait through another timer. Now we can discuss how this exotic performs in PvP. In PvP, the chest piece suffers from being average until you get your super. When you do have it though, you'll be able to throw your grenades roughly every 25 seconds. The Sunbreaker has some pretty decent grenades, and grenades in this game are overall pretty powerful. I think it's a useful exotic in something like Trials where you'd want to save your super for clutch moments and use a faster recharge rate as an advantage over your enemies. There are other exotics I'd recommend over the Hallowfire Heart though, namely the Doomfane Pauldron. In quick play, the Hallowfire Heart can really let you use those grenades to get more kills, and at the end of the game, you can just use your super so you'll get faster recharge rates as long as possible. Overall, I would recommend using the Hallowfire Heart. As a Titan main, I feel it gives a good excuse to use the Sunbreaker subclass. Alright, that should about wrap it up for this review. If this has been helpful to you in any way or you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment anything that you'd like to see in future videos, and subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.